Croeso, welcome back to Britain's Hidden History. Me, Ross Broadstock, and I've got some more unpublished Wilson and Blackett topics you're familiar with, just a little bit more detail added. And as you've seen on there, the picture on the card, it comes with a video. That's the place called Guy's Cliff. It's still on the map today. The legends are still around. And what we're looking at, as in last Sunday's live broadcast, 8 o'clock every Sunday, join the fun live. We're talking about the identification of the legendary figure, so-called, of Guy of Warwick, and how he connects to Arthur the First of the Arthur kings that became famous. Okay. So I'm going to read from this, which is available as a download from cameraglyphics.com. Go to the download section, and you'll see there's a little bit more than just the bit I'm going to read today. So, there is in Warwickshire, in central England, a strange legend of Guy of Warwick, a hero whose name Guy seems to come from the Cymric is Welsh, the Welsh word gwir, meaning man, and Gwrthelyn for Warwick is man of the military retinue. Edward Lloyd, this isn't the 18th century one by the way, Edward Lloyd, known as the Learned Lloyd of the reign of Elizabeth I, saw the parallels between the legendary career of Guy of Warwick and the real-life career of Arthur the Black, son of Magnus Maximus. This was noticed by Wilson and Blackett in 1991 by their own research, when they were looking through the itinerary of Edward Lloyd written around 1600 and examining a page referring to the Lords of Coed a Muster. They had themselves made the same identification several years earlier. What is extraordinary is that none of the legions of authors scribbling away on the authenticity or otherwise of King Arthur ever noticed this identification. Unless, of course, they were just playing the follow my leader game and endlessly quoting each other's works. Both Guy and Arthur I are traceable to Warwick, and both leave Britain to fight two major battles in France. In 383, Arthur I led his father's armies to seize Paris and the Lady Genevieve. He then fought the Roman armies and won the accustomed British victory over the Romans at Soissons, or Sassy. Having totally destroyed the Roman army, Arthur I then pursued the Emperor Gratian down to Lyon, where he cornered and killed him. This matches Guy's exploit of winning two battles and killing 12,000 men at Louvain. Just as Arthur I went down through Italy before crossing into Greece and the Balkans to fight two massive battles against the Constantinople Emperor Theodosius at Batavia and Sisika on the Sika River, so also Guy is supposed to have gone as far as Turkey, therefore Constantinople, ostensibly to fight the Saracens. Both Arthur I and Guy are said to have fought enemies in Britain, Guy defeating a Danish champion named Colbrand, who seems to be the Angle Collegrin, defeated by King Arthur II. Again, this jumble up between the two Arthurs. Among his many feats, Guy is accredited with killing a monster boar, befriending a lion, then killing a dragon in Northumberland, and slaying a monstrous wild dun cow at Dunsmore-on-Stretton. All these adventures seem to mirror tales from the Arthurian stories of the Mabinogi. The war against the giant boar named Turch, the lying pig, is a central theme of the Culhwch and Olwen story in the war against the king of the Vandal Mercians, the lying pig. The friendly lion, threatened by a dragon, is familiar to all Arthurian romance enthusiasts and befriends Sir Owain or Gawain in his tale, and all Guy's legendary exploits are similarly traced. Whereas Arthur I is untraceable in conventional history after his battle with Theodosius the Great at Sisika in 3088, as Guy is said to have gone to the Holy Land on a pilgrimage. He is then said to have resided quietly in retirement at Guy's Cliff, to the north of the River Avon in Warwickshire. That Arthur I lived out his days in Britain seems certain, and corrupt Roman accounts of suicide can be discounted. as Magnus Maximus and his family were devout Christians. And if you go back to last Sunday's broadcast, number 124, I think, you will see there the description of where Arthur I was buried. It's placed near Arthur's Tun or mound, a place called Old Bury, where the old British kings used to get buried. All makes perfect sense. It's supported by the evidence in the land and the place names and the physical evidence. Britain is the only country in the world whose recorded history of physical evidence is just considered nonsense. There we go. That's the way it is. But that's why we're here, to uncover what is Britain's hidden history. Remember to subscribe, tell your friends. Till the next time, Heddwch.